Welcome to week 3 of Advancing Professional Career. We have had some and continue to have some very exciting discussions. I'm particularly enjoying the pedagogy discussions, and you all are doing a good job of taking the lead and of going ahead and expressing your ideas in a very meaningful way, and I really appreciate that. Notice that it is also possible for you to send me your ideas for a pedagogical forum and a topic for that forum. You can, I'll post it for you, and then you can facilitate as much or little as you wish. The idea, remember, in pedagogy is that we take turns being the leader. So we are going to post the forum, and then we want to have a very active, thought-provoking discussion, even challenging one another's ideas, because we want to reach higher. We want to dig deeper, to think about what we really mean when we are expressing an insight. I mean, what's below that? What underlies that expression of an insight for us? What is the meta motive, actually? What is the thing that is the value or the belief that we hold when we express our ideas? So we really want that pedagogical conversation to take a life of its own, really give us opportunity to have strong, well, I was going to say strong opinions, but I really want for us to have an open mind too, and to explore those opinions, to see, to unpack them, to see what else is there. Because what I'm hoping that we come away with is a more integrative and understanding of who we are. The whole idea of integrity is that things work together rather than at cross purposes. So think about leaving the course with a sense of integrity in following a path forward for your career and beyond, for your working career and your lifelong career. Okay, this week we are moving into transformative learning and professional development. We have already talked just a little bit about Jack Mesereau and his transformational learning, and we're having a conversation with him this week to learn more about his really novel ideas. When he expressed them, they were insightful in a way that described something that happens when people take a step in a new direction, have a new thinking about something, and really break from old ideas and thinking because of an epiphany, because of possibly an experience, but it could be really a metamorphosis that comes along slowly. It ends with new perspectives on old ideas in such a way that you really can't go back. So that's one of the things that we're talking about this week. We'll continue that conversation in the next couple of weeks. So we've also got a website that's going to talk about transformative nuts and bolts, and Mesereau and Dirks, who does not agree with Jack Mesereau. John Dirks has an entirely different understanding of transformative learning, and this particular conversation is moderated by our text author, Patricia Cranton. So it's a very interesting journal article that with a lively discussion between the two men, with inserts and thoughts about their discussion from our author, Patricia Cranton. Then we've got one more, top rules for success. This one is going to be Oprah Winfrey, taking an entirely different look at rules for success. Our activity this week is going to be creating a mind map of professional organizations. Let's just click on that. So what we're going to do here is construct a mind map or a concept map that is comparing and contrasting professional organizations that have a relationship to HRD and your particular professional interests within human resource development. So look at the assumptions and notice that this is going to inform your project that is coming up with actually selecting a professional organization to join and reviewing the professional journal, whether that's a trade journal or a scholarly journal that is published by that professional organization. So consider then professional development strategies for advancing your career with respect to professional organizations. What sorts of rewards of membership might you find, including what kinds of special interest groups? They may even, for your organization, have lobbies in Washington or in Boise that move forward the agenda of your particular profession. And you might want to just be part of that. So select a specific professional organization to join and join that organization, indicate your new organization on your mind map, and discuss specifically the mind map constructed when you post it. So you won't necessarily have joined it by this week because our project is due February 7th, so you have a little bit more time, one more week after next week. So this is the mind map. Let's go back to the course. And let's then look at our Metagogy forum. Our forum again is going to take another look at a way of constructing your career roadmap. In this view, it's going to be MIT's career development website that does have a template for developing a career roadmap. It also has a number of different resources that you can avail, so take a look. And this will be our Metagogy forum for the week coming up. So do remember that it is very important to engage in these discussions. Just posting isn't quite enough, or just posting to one or two people. I really am looking, the reason we've got only 4 people is so we can have really deep intellectual conversations. So 4 people in our group, we really have time for spending 2-3 days posting different things. We want to not just have a surface understanding, but really engage with our fellows in our mentor circle. Another thing that I want you to be aware of is we have a midterm conversation that is coming up. And take a look at our syllabus and when that is exactly we want to have that midterm conversation. And that's a conversation that you should make an appointment with me individually. We'll spend about 30 minutes and talk about the course for you. We'll also talk about your projects, possibly your self-directed learning project. I really want you to get the very most possible out of this course. I want it to be meaningful for you particularly and for your career path. So let's see what we can do together to get that for you, to really make this a meaningful course for you in the way that's most, I guess, offering you the most promise for making a transformation in your own life for your career path with work, and maybe a personal career path that extends far beyond work in lifelong learning. To be who you most want to be, living the most extraordinary life you can imagine. All right, I look forward to you contacting me, and we'll have our midterm conversations. In the meantime, let's get on with week 3.